want you to know that one of these days, I'm just not, and we're gonna see how long you wait. One of these days, I'm just not, and we'll see what happens. One of the hey, you keep spouting off before I hop on. You know, who knows what I might read that might cause me to just not. So we'll see. Also, it is now technically outdated, but wearing a very special shirt today for a very special reason. Obviously, we're gonna win the championship. At least we're gonna do our darndest. But first, I booted the game for the first time in a couple of weeks. And so we have pain, suffering. That's all I know. Hold on. I'm a professional. Actually, this is probably the right view for this. I love the shirt. I bought it at the USGP. But now we're technically incorrect. It is no longer just the Haas F1 team. It is now the MoneyGram Haas F1 team. And also, they updated the game while I was gone. And so we can read the patch notes to see what we missed. It is just a small patch. So they fixed an issues where cars would occasionally perform overtakes during safety car periods. Didn't know that was the thing. DJ, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, it's gonna, yeah, I agree. And in general stability resolved, crash instances connected to Razer Chroma integration. Can't say I noticed that. Who knows? But apparently those are the only updates we got. Posture check. Everyone posture check. We good? Lap before end of safety car they go and they can manually unlap if they're quicker. That's fair. That's fair. Are we ready? Did everyone take in the off-season moves and schmoves that were made? Did anyone else just be amazed by the driver lineup that we have going on this year? We are feeling pretty good so far. And I definitely need to refamiliarize myself with... Wait, you actually haven't seen it? Oh, you are in for a treat. You are in for a treat right now. Well, one, if you haven't watched the off season, I'm not going to spoil anything that you're not obviously can't see right now. Obviously, the biggest thing that you can obviously see are the two lovely gentlemen who are directly above me now. We kept Mick. We decided to keep Mick primarily because he's still doing fine, and we're going into his final year of his contract. And so if we notice anything down the stretch of the season that doesn't look quite correct, then we'll be able to adjust that accordingly. Saw Theo was there. But nonetheless, are we ready for some hot season 4 action? Now, some important things to note. This season, we got the dumbest sporting regulation in the game, where we went back to the old scoring structure. So only 10th through, or 1st through 8th score points, and it's 10 through 1, which is the scoring structure now. No bonus point for fastest lap, no bonus point for pole position, no double points last race. This is going to be a slog of a season, and it is going to be fascinating to watch because this hurts us and helps us a lot, but we're gonna do our best, to say the least. Yeah, this is gonna be a long season, and I am praying that we're praying that the sporting regulations we get will add something of note back in. It's going to be a slog of a season, but you know what? I am ready for it. First things are first. This is literally the first possible day that we can do anything, and so we're immediately going over to the car, going to development, new design, underfloor. I'm gonna do 50% time and hours for underfloor, and then we're gonna split up the rest. You want to see where we're at currently? Our car, pretty good. You deleted your McLaren save when it was swapped the first to 6 for points. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be a fun time. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna keep it. We are gonna focus on. What should we focus on? I think we're just gonna leave it on. We're gonna leave it on balanced for now. We're gonna leave it on balance. Intense, yes. 54 days, plenty of time. A second thing, rear wing, because our top end speed is horrific. Our acceleration is horrific. Let's be honest. That's more of what we're looking at here. 16 to 16, perfect. We are gonna focus on high speed performance on this. Go. Intense. Go. Low speed? Nah. We're becoming a rocket ship. We are becoming a rocket ship. You can't stop me. This one, do the front wing. All right, trust. That's true. Front wing is a good one to do. Front wing is a good one to do. And then for front wing, we will do low speed. For front wing, we'll focus low speed to counteract the other stuff. It's good to be back, baby. We are gonna be flying in Bahrain. We're gonna be absolutely flying. We also have $27 million. So we are gonna come in here and we are gonna upgrade our suspension simulator. And if we can, do we care about our factory? Legitimately, do we care? Development speed. Do I care about development speed? I mean, everything else is going to be. We could up our car part test center to max. We are going to do that. Well, no, we're going to need money. We're going to need money for. We're going to need money for parts. I could up our hospitality center, which is for some reason isn't maxed. We'll do that. How about that? Fair enough. You unlocked a random sub emote and didn't get the bin one. You're gutted. Fair. That is very sad. The bin one is the best for sure. We'll get there. We still have $9 million. It's literally January 1st, 2025. We'll get there. We need a little bit of money for manufacturing. You're right. And let's go ahead. I don't think there's anything else we can do unless anyone has development points, which they do. We are going to throw this into the suspension. Head of arrow. You're getting medium speed downforce. No one else. Pit crew. Woof. Wow, this is horrific. Wow, that's actually really bad. Oh god, I thought oh, that is follower only. I forgot I changed that. Yeah, everyone enjoy your follower only, or your follower emotes. They're literally all the emotes I made right when I first started. Sean, welcome in. How we doing? You didn't miss literally anything. Dude, my pit crew is trash. Actual trash. Actual trash cans. Our helipad. Oh, we'll never allow this. I'll never financially recover if our helipad is not maxed. The helipad, no. British, don't read the chat. Don't read it. There's spoilers in there. Don't read it. He's read it. Oh, I can't believe you've done this. Yes. That is the silly season madness that happened while we were during the off season. Good news. Our helipad is maxed out again. Okay, sure. We're literally at this point. We're literally just waiting. Okay, a lot of stuff going on. Weather center. All right, this one we actually need to $3 million. All right, well, the weather center is important. All right, we're gonna have to start being a little more picky and choosy with what we refurbish here, because some of the stuff gets a little pricey. Yes, this is the last one we're doing. We actually need money now. I probably already spent a little too much money. Has this always been here, this next race? I just never noticed it. Front wing, done. I'm spending it all, baby. Hey, you gotta spend money to make money around here. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't remember saying that. How much? 30 days? Easy. Make a handful, get it done. Now, when does the next ATR period start? It's probably not for a while, if I had to guess. Okay, it's coming up sooner than I thought. I'm not gonna start anything new yet. Your ADHD. Yeah, exactly. I'll say I don't remember this being here, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. Rear wing. Sean, I will take you to the car analysis here in a moment. Once we get to Bahrain, I want to get all of this stuff done and on first. We will get there. Yeah, we'll see. You'll see where our car starts, but then you'll see where it is after we get there. The start of the 2025 Formula One season. Let's go. Team hub refurb complete. Totally fine. And our last design, our underfloor design, is completed. Post Barcelona testing results. We're really good in some places and we're very mid in others, which is kind of exactly what you would expect. Our DRS, top speed and acceleration, is the best, but our like regular acceleration is so bad that I feel like it balances it out to be mid. I'll still watch YouTube because, I mean, it's literally like an 8-minute video because, 18 days to Bahrain. We could have 3 done or like all of them done. We're just gonna do this. AO has a couple of dev points. Don't do anything stupid. Haha, you underestimate me, sir. The air is up to a 93 in the corners. Things you love to see. Our suspension simulator is completed. Well, you're throwing out yellow cards like it's nobody's business, so I don't know what you want from me. All right, we are going to take this opportunity to throw on all of the things we made. Oh, we only have one made. Lamau. Oh, we did that. We did a front wing, which should be done enough. And we did a rear wing, which should also be done enough. And we're gonna have to remember to throw that last underfloor on here in a moment. Good to go, good to go. Did the ATR period start? It ends today. When's the next one start? It's probably a better question. It's literally the next day. Got it. Stop, stop. And we have $12 million. Design. So we did front wing, rear wing, and underfloor. Next, we're gonna do a chassis. And we're gonna split these evenly as we can. 1.6, 1.6, and then 31, 2. Wait, math. Holy, I can math. 20, sure, whatever. Math. All right, where are we? Wow, dude, we're gonna be flying. Holy. All right, I'm gonna focus on engine cooling for this, and then we're gonna do a suspension that is focused on brake cooling, because apparently our brakes are bad. So 1.6, this will be 21. And then we are gonna focus on cooling this. Dude, we are gonna be flying. Like, we're gonna be so fast. And then the last thing we need to do is, what did I say? Done that, side pods. Everything else, dump it. And we are gonna focus on aero, or yeah, we're gonna focus on aero. Dude, we're gonna be flying. We may never lose a race. We may literally never lose a race. You'll just wait. Okay, you're done. I need underfloor. You put one on, thank you. Didn't want to forget. Dude, you have no idea my reaction when I saw the Red Bull lineup for this season. Literally, the Red Bull lineup I saw this season, I went, I'm maybe not winning a championship. Also, look at this. Besides the two coolings, we are flying. Look at that. We're gonna win a fucking championship, regardless of what happens at Red Bull. Who gave Ocon a good car? True. Who gave Ocon a good car? Facts. Yes. Seb went to, what? Seb went to Alpine? Is that right? It's been a minute. I am learning. This is gonna be horrific to play against, by the way. I know, that's what I need to see the most. That's why I'm gonna try and focus on brake cooling and in brake cooling as much as I can, because I think that might have been the big thing going on here. Checo in the McLaren, very fun. Valtteri back in the Silver Arrows, very fun. Lando Sayers, Seb in the Alpine, I'm so excited to see. What else was it? Kevin still in the Alpha. Esteban into the Scuderia. Danielle Ricciardo in the Alpine. Alex Albon in the Alpha Tauri, Lance Stroll, Doohan, and Yuki still in the Williams. Zane Maloney, our first like non-big name in the Alpha Tauri. This is gonna be fun to watch. And then Stoffel Van Dorn in the Alpha and the Aston as well. Brother, you have no idea. If you go back and look at the last however many videos that I recorded off stream, you'll notice I'm wearing the same thing. I sat down over a 6-hour period and recorded every single episode. It was the day before we left. I sat down and recorded, I can't even remember how many episodes in a row. It was exhausting. That's why you'll notice in a lot of those videos, there was a lot of fast forwarding because I had to record like 8 parts. I had to record like 8 races in an off season. That's also why the off season is literally 8 minutes long, because I literally like speed ran it. I got to that point. I finished Abu Dhabi, was so exhausted. I literally like speed ran through the off season. It was like done, goodbye. And had to go and like pack, like clean up, like make sure we could leave. Oh, it was a whole thing. Season start date. Race prep, Bahrain Grand Prix. You already know, by the way. You already know. 2 into Q2, guaranteed. We're gonna do 2 in the top 10. Finish position, we are gonna do 2 in the top 10. And then qualifying position streak, we're gonna do 2 in 2 in the top 10. Oh, dude, you have no idea. You have no idea how frustrating Mick Schumacher became down the stretch of the season. It was so bad. It was so bad. I was ready to punt him into the next universe by the end of that. Imagine sitting down for 6 hours. You have a pretty good car, but you're like, I'm not developing the car anymore. And then you just absolutely just keep punting it into the walls. The US Grand Prix was probably my most frustrated moment with Mick, just because you had Pierre. I think Pierre won the US Grand Prix, and Mick was in like P5 or 6, and then, or like he was in like, no, like P5, like P4 or 5 or something, I can't remember. And then punted, like ran straight at the end of the back straight and ruined that. It was a whole thing, dude. I was so ready. All right. First one of the season, Bahrain Grand Prix 2025. Let's get this underway.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint.
Bahrain, baby, suck here. Give it to me. Alright. Did I put all the parts on? I think I did. So, I am gonna do a similar pattern that I was doing towards the end of last season. We're gonna do FP1, and then we're gonna set the setup for FP2, but then we're just going to simulate from there to quali, because practice sessions are, I cannot do practice sessions anymore. It's just like, I appreciate the little bumps that gives you, but at this point our car should be good enough that we like shouldn't need, you know. Oh, dude, it was bad. Oh no, when I was doing those, the last handful of episodes, I was simming practices completely. I literally didn't do a single practice session for all of those. It did get very bad. It got to the point like I just didn't care. I literally went to the GP, simmed straight to quali, did quali, and then basically like speed ran the races. Saying that out loud, all right, I might do 2 practice sessions and then sim the third like I was doing last one. But I will say this, for races specifically, I might do more speeding up in races during like the middle sections when not a whole lot's going on. Before, I used to do a lot of just watching the whole thing. I think I might do more speeding up of the races, just because, look, man, those take up a lot of time too. And then we can get to more races per stream. No, I know. It's just, I think it'll probably come down to being situational. Where like if it's a long race where not a whole lot is happening, kind of like Hungary last season, where Pierre was leading by like 30 seconds, and then Mick was behind him by like 30 seconds, and then but he was like 15 seconds in front of everybody else, and like it was just like that for like 20 laps. I'll probably, if it's situations like that, we're going to probably go a little faster.
What's your thoughts on coming in or doing any more?
We're gonna pick and choose our spots basically.
100%. Copy that, understood.
At last I do. All right, come in. Pierre? 66. It's not bad. Optimal overseer, by the way. Like that? Sure. Oh, cancel. Confirm. Pierre. Reconfig. Jesus, I'm reminded I'm really bad at this. Go. Honestly, I just need them to do a bunch of laps to get their car part knowledge up. Not bad, just creative. Yeah, true. Woo, Mick. Woo, beer. Mick, wow. You can tell I'm used to yelling at Mick.
Just focus on the Haas.
See, that's lack of car part knowledge, 100%. That's not Pierre's fault.
Was that a lockup on the track?
Yeah, we saw it. It's all right. We talk about Pierre on like standard in practice 1 being 1.7 tenths up on yeah. All right, Pierre, we're not doing that yet. Not yet. We're working on it, but not yet. Lando up there? Yeah, for sure. Lando's flying. Verstappen goes fastest. We're also like totally like way up on fuel though. So I kind of wish they gave you
Sounds like we've had
kind
a
of like
delay.
Maloney in F122 where they give you, or I guess the F1 games where they give you like the chart, the development chart. I kind of wish they had something like that. I know they give you like the rankings, but I kind of wish you could see it in graph form. Perez going faster. Mick sitting in P7, which is not bad. Duin's sitting there in P12 ahead of Ocon. Leclerc all the way down there in P15. Something of note. The Astons, rightfully where they probably should be, right at the bottom. Mick.
They've locked up and gone straight on.
As long as they don't break something, I'm good.
Locked up. Yeah, confirm.
I'm not gonna lie, like all day today, I really wanted to start the season of F1 Manager, but at the same time, I also really wanted to play F1 22 again, just to practice and like do that again. Also because I was editing the footage from Monday, and if you see the YouTubes tomorrow, you'll notice the results of that. I cut it down a lot, by the way. And yeah, I really wanted to do it again tonight, just to practice and keep going. I think I kind of nailed it, where I was like, doing the wheel and pedals definitely immerses you in the game a lot more. So, oof. You might we'll see how tonight goes with this, and we may we'll see what we're gonna do on Friday. All right. 75% confidence. That's pretty good. Don't wanna mess with it too much. We'll start on the softs. Yeah, we'll start on the softs. What we got? 2 optimals and a good. You need to go like over there. I can figure this out, don't worry about it. By I can figure it out, I mean sheesh. Oh, my brain. I'm not gonna overthink it. My brain was, whew, sheesh.
Radio check.
That was a weird shift from night to day there. And go. Oh, Mick's about to go fastest. Oh, he's gonna do it. Ready to say Mick atop the board for exactly a tenth of a second? Bang. By 8/10. Wow. You've already touched grass? Yeah, I know. I touched grass 2 days ago. Can you believe it? I went outside for a run. Can you believe that? In this economy? I know I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'll run. I know. It's funny because if you knew me, both pre. It's really funny. So it's actually really. Oh, Pierre. We gotta fix these brakes. This corner. All right, we gotta fix these brakes. I regret putting that development point for Pierre into cornering. I should have apparently put it back in braking. Wait until our suspension comes in. The bin, she's here. Wait until our suspension upgrade comes in, then we'll be flying. But yeah, it's funny you say I have a change, man. In 2018 and in 2020, I ran a marathon. I've run 2 marathons. So realistically, by not running, I've changed, man. So realistically, I'm just getting back to who I was. So realistically, we are vibing. Run to the fridge. At work and at home. True. Run to the fridge, run home from the fridge. It's all you need. Was it 78? Went up a little bit. 78 went up a little bit. Vibing. Surely that counts. I mean, it counts. It all counts in the end. The Albon bus has arrived. Actually, it's a Van Dorn. It's a Van Dorn train. Right, they're in. Reconfig. Throw them on the mediums. Throw them out there for as many laps as they can do. Medium. Literally just go to the end. Can we get this any better? You know what? I'm just not gonna worry about it. I did not do yours. Sure, just do that. Try this. He said. Leclerc goes third fastest this session. Russell up there, Verstappen in the mud. Ocon finally breaks into the top 10. Well, you tell me now. 411,604 minus 340.5. I will do that to start FP3. I'll do FP3 and I'll try that and we'll see. Had to find out. Yeah. Does it stay consistent over the course of the seasons? Like if you have the same drivers and the same car, will the setups remain pretty much the same? Oh, damn it. I should have been writing these down then. We'll try it at the beginning of FP3. I'll do FP3. We'll start FP3. And then worst case scenario, my plan for FP3 is literally throw them on the hards and make them run the entire session. I'll do it on that setup. Worst case scenario, we'll revert back to their best percentage that we got here. Yeah, but I really at this point just need them to get car part knowledge and track acclimatization. Yeah, I really should have started running these down. I guess I could technically go back. Well, no, because I don't put those in the videos. I was like, I could go back and watch all my YouTube videos, but I don't put practices in the YouTube videos because they're boring to me. Probably, that's definitely something I'm going to be doing more in the next game. Alright, next one down. Pierre, thoughts? 75 has also went down. Sad.
How's the balance?
Pierre goes third fastest on mediums and a long stint. I think our pace is looking pretty good. Yeah, I really should have Mick down here in P14. Still leaves a lot to be desired. It's quality day. Setup. Alright, you said 4 11 6 4 minus 340. Oh. And then 0.5. Looks a little off for Mick, but we'll give it a go. Throw him on the hards for literally 40 laps. Hey, things you love to see. Zach, welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. You're watching the start of the greatest season of Haas F1 in history. Alright, I already lost it. Hold on. What was it? 411. Just like British height. Ayo. 411 64. Already there. Minus 340. And then 0.5. Sounds good. Hards. Wait. Why did they give a set of hards back here? If I use this set of hards, I'm not gonna until the race session. Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know what that was. My brain lagged. Ignore me. It's been a minute since I played the game. Yes. Yeah, I got there. All right, I got there. I got there before you said it, and don't you forget it.
Radio check.
It's been a hot minute since I played the game, all right? It's been at least a few weeks. Attitude. Fine. Maloney. Oh, he was top of the board there for a second. All right, looks like we're gonna end up probably around 70-ish%. Well, 60, 65, 70% for car part knowledge. I guess that's about as good as you can expect when you replace half the components on the car
Did somebody spin out?
before the season starts. Loaded car, dude. Literally, our car is gonna be first in a lot of categories once their full set of upgrades come in. Being able to do 3 designs at once is the best. Zach, we're doing pretty good. We are starting season 4. We're excited to watch Mick do this a lot, probably, and get angry.
Copy that.
We're gonna watch Pierre win a championship.
Is that a lockup?
Where's the Ben emote? Where is it? Hold on, I'll post it for you, British. Don't worry about it. I'll post it for you. Hold on. Oh.
What's your thoughts on coming in or doing any more?
87. We take those.
Oh no, that feels really good. Copy.
In the bin. Whoa, Pierre! British coming in clutch. Coming in clutch with the 100% setup confidence. Woo! Sheesh. I don't have anything to write it down with. Of course not. The one time I need. What are you? I should not write on this. This is my car's safety inspection. I should not write on this. Put that over there for safekeeping. All right, they actually might hit like closer to like 80-something% car part knowledge at this rate. We're vibing now. You can put it in Discord, then it's on you. True. That's very fair, actually. Yeah, I my notebook I normally keep down here for like whatever I want to use it for is upstairs right now for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because I was cleaning my desk and then that's just how that happened.
We've just had a car run wide.
Joe, I also could probably definitely like Google the setups or search it on YouTube. I guarantee someone else has put that out there. I'm just being lazy, basically. 100% track acclimatization, perfect. Are they gonna hit? Looks like they're gonna hit 80 some odd percent for the car part knowledge, which I think will be good enough for Bahrain, and then they'll hit 100% for Jeddah, minus maybe a little bit for the new stuff we put on. I don't know. It kind of depends on when all that's gonna come in. This is why I hate doing all the practice sessions, because it always devolves into this point where you're literally just waiting for the timer to run. And actually, box for softs. Thank you, my loyal subject. All right, let's just go fastest out of everyone here real quick. How long is the lap here? Minute and change. 5 laps, sure. We'll put 5 laps of fuel in just in case. All right, get out there. Go real fast. 128, 130. Yeah, 5 laps is a little too much, but that'll be all right. Let's just go real fast. We'll show everyone what's up. I mean, that's, I mean, you're not that wrong. All right, Pierre, go ahead. All right, Mick, go ahead. Let's show these boys what we got. Ang immediately puts 2 seconds on Leclerc's head. Sounds about right. Our work here is done. Bish bash bosh. Clean. We really did just go out there, but two and 2/10. Yeah, your setup was is fine for sure. And it's also the best one we had for Mick too, so.
Someone's run wide.
2.2 seconds on top of the fry. Granted, it's practice. You know, practice is not the hardest thing in the world to get tops on, but are we ready? First quali session of season 4. You know, I probably could I would just sim Q1, but the AI is gonna do the worst thing in the world and use 2 sets of softs when we can just get away with not using 2 sets of softs in Q1 anymore. So we're gonna wait until someone like of note goes out. We'll send Mick with Checo, and then we'll send Pierre out ahead of a handful of them, it would seem. All right, here we go. Hopefully 1 lap Andes is all we need. Mick is gonna get a clean lap. Gasly is gonna run into Bottas only. Hopefully he catches them in a moment. Yep, perfect. Mick going fastest middle. Well, he was until Pierre went through. Mick goes faster than Checo. Wow, Pierre flying. Faster than one Charles Leclerc. Bottas gets up there. Sainz horrific lap. And we're not going to need to go out again, but he carefully puts Ben away. True. I'm really curious to see what Ocon can do here. First season in the Scuderia. Sainz must have had a horrific lap. All right, Maloney. What do you got in the AlphaTauri? Ocon starting his lap. Maloney. P15. Let's go. You massively dislike Ocon. He is a character. Ocon's P7. Ferrari is not looking particularly quick, it would seem. Pierre with a 1/10 advantage already over Verstappen and Leclerc. You genuinely despise him. You don't even know why. I mean, hey, sometimes you just get a vibe, you know? Sometimes you just get a vibe. He just has a face and attitude you don't like. I mean, that's fair. Instincts are important. Kevin Magnussen down in P13, by the way, on a very relatively clean lap. Oh, by the way, we're not sending out Mick or Pierre here. Saving a set of softs. Who's going to be the big story here coming out of Q1? Currently the only non-Williams, non-Aston Martin in the bottom 5 is Maloney in the AlphaTauri in his first quali session of his F1 career. Russell goes fastest by 1/1000th of a second here at the end of Q1, but definitely had to use multiple sets of tires to get there. He had to do 5 laps to, you know, two push laps as compared to Pierre's one. Mick finishing up in P8 on his one run. Love to see it. He'll be going out on a used tire run like always. Back in we go, Q2. And Dorn should have stayed reserved. Jesus, his McLaren times weren't good, and he's fairly good for me. See, that was my interesting too. I saw when I first started watching, I know that people had talked about him having his chance and stuff, and then just, you know, just not having the pace. Ads, you got it. He's back. What was I saying? Yeah, I was gonna say I was surprised to see when I saw Van Dorn listed as a reserve. I was surprised to hear that he already had a seat in F1 previously. And I also have seen him in Formula E do pretty okay. Pierre goes purple. We love it. Oh, immediately 1.3 seconds. Purple all three. Oh, Pierre flying. Mick flying. Alright, we're not gonna get cheeky yet. We're gonna do things by the book here. They're both gonna go out again. They're gonna be flying. We're gonna be vibing. Let's see. Ocon and Sainz not looking good. Bottas puts in a lap. Formula E World Drivers' Champion F1 career, very mid, but he was with McLaren during Honda's stage fair. That's probably pretty fair. He was the Formula E World. I mean, I feel like if you're a world champion in Formula E, I feel like you just focus on that, right? I know Formula E doesn't have the same like sparkle and shine as F1, but like if you could be a world champion in a sport, like that feels pretty good. We'll be going out last. We'll actually send Mick last. We'll hop on board with Mick because I'm not really super worried about Pierre here. De Vries is the Formula E champion. He's racing. See, I feel like that's different. See, now I know the whole story. I feel like it's different because with Nick, I feel like everyone knew that he was going to be good enough for an F1 seat. Where Van Dorn already had an F1 seat. He had his F1 seat before he became Formula E world champion, right? Whereas like Nick is going the other way. And so I feel like if you're going the Nick De Vries way, it makes sense. But if you're going the Van Dorn way, then you just stay over there. If you had your chance in F1 and it didn't work out, and then you go move over to Formula E and become champ, then you stay there. I feel like they're the paths. It was last season. Fair. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. To be fair, I've only immersed myself in the details of motorsport here recently. Ocon out, by the way. Ocon out in Q2, by the way. Mick barely holding on, but he did have a yellow flag to contend with, so there's that. God, he's trash. Fair. George Russell, who went fastest in the first session, well down the order. Esteban Ocon, the Scuderia having an absolute nightmare. Sebastian Vettel, Daniel Ricciardo in the Alpines, both out. Albon, probably about right. Zhou in the Alfa Romeo P11, pretty good. Kevin Magnussen dragging that Alfa Romeo up here. Here we go. All the marbles here in Q3. Get a good banker lap in, and we're gonna hope to see
Radio check.
Pierre Gasly on pole position here. I think he can do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Probably 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everybody's out. Everyone should get a clean lap, barring a major mistake from someone else on circuits. Everyone should get a clean lap. This will be pretty indicative. A used set run versus the rest of the field's new sets. Yes. Verstappen does go faster than Pierre, but that is on in a new set of tires. Mick currently only above Kevin Magnussen, kind of exactly where he was last season. You expect nothing less than pole by 3 minutes. An incredible turn of events, considering it's a lap around here is only a minute. Yes, Pierre is going to transcend time, go back 2 laps into the pass, and finish there. I want to try and sneak Pierre out first, which we do. Yes, Pierre, I want to go first in as clean air as possible. For Mick, I want Mick to go last. We're going to be hopping on board here with Pierre as he tries to put it on pole for the first time this season. Here we go. Pierre Gasly in the Haas, starting his final lap of Q3, trying to put one on pole position. Not that it means anything at this point, because they took away all of our fun scoring to start the season, but nonetheless, a purple first sector for Pierre. Love to see it. It remains a purple first sector as everyone else is coming through. Here rounds the tight hairpin, making his way down that middle straight. He does not lock up, which is beautiful for us. Nick improves his first sector. Purple middle sector for Pierre Gasly. Here we go. Final corner. To the straight. Cross the line. Oh, a 10th. A 10th on Verstappen's head as Pierre goes purple all 3 sectors. We'll move over here to Mick. Going one first, one last. You get a lot of opportunity here. Mick improves both first and middle sectors. Mick coming around the final corner. Up and across the line for P8. We have a car that's a 10th faster than the rest of the field, and Mick puts it in P8. Smile. This car is a 10th faster than anyone else in the field, and Mick's down there in P8. Gosh darn it. Why do I like Mick so much in real life? The funny, like the worst part is, I know logically, if we're going to compete for a Constructors Championship, I need to get rid of Mick. I'm aware of this, but at the same time, I just can't bring myself to do it yet. But with this year being his last year of his contract, we're gonna have to make some hard, tough decisions later in the session, the season. Wow, the soft, medium soft is so much faster. What if I do a soft, hard, soft? No? No. What do we do with... You'll do it and then send you Xbox. Yeah, that's fair. Soft, medium, soft, standard. I mean, yeah, you're right. It's a classic soft, medium, soft day here. Yeah, I mean that's pretty standard. Nope, not that. Fuel, 1 lap. We'll push fuel, deploy for, or overtake for Mick. We'll go aggressive tires for like the first couple of corners. We have maximum fuel in the car. For Pierre, we are going to deploy since he is on pole position. This is the strat. We're just gonna have to keep it fast and loose. Currently, I have them pitting on the same lap. We'll see how. I mean, there's some problem. There's some language out there that's supposed to like that, I'm sure. But yeah, we're gonna keep it fast and loose. We'll see how the race is developing either way, depending on. Then we'll see, when to pit whom, kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go to the race. Bahrain Grand Prix.
Hold any unpleasant surprises.
I did not look for rain at all. Not that I really would expect it to here in Secure.
He won today. Let's see if they can take advantage of
He
that
won.
position. And
He won,
Schumacher
baby.
as the second driver today.
Let's go.
A top 10 position today, but will they be able to capitalize on it?
We will have to see.
And this is
Here we go.
The Bahrain Grand
Season
Prix.
4 Haas F1 team is now underway.
Lights out.
And away we go. Mick with a horrific start. Mick with an absolute horrific start. Down into turn 1. I feel like we need to get into this. Mick loses a position off the jump. Not what you want to see. Gasly has opened up a 1-second gap ahead. Mick, we're going to hold on to keep an eye on, see if we can get around Perez here, which will probably be easier said than done, considering it is Checo. Here we are just going to immediately drop it back down to standard everything. All right, Mick, get up there. Stick your nose in. Attaboy. We'll keep pushing on fuel to try and see if we can catch up to Lando a little bit. Alright. We are going to drop everyone back down to neutral everything, and we are going to let this develop a little bit. Pierre opened up a nice 1.5-second gap ahead. Carlos Sainz half a second behind Verstappen. We are hoping that these two are going to be able to occupy each other's attention long enough to allow Pierre to kind of run away in the free air he has. Although Pierre is slowly losing time on standard everything. We're not sure what the AI is doing. I will say we will have a tire advantage over everyone else in the top 8 because they all are on a used set of tires. We are going to be on, it was a new set of tires, 3 laps ago. DRS active now, which should slow Verstappen up a little bit as he will defend from Sainz, I hope. We're teetering on I really want to make sure that we don't let these guys in on the DRS party. Carlos unable to get up there and stick his nose in. Alright, pushing on fuel and DRS deploy, able to open that back up another 0.6. Do fastest lap, Pierre. Good job. Here comes Carlos around Verstappen. Compromises his line into the first corner. And away we go. I wish you could watch this view at faster than 2 times speed. I know that would be really hard on processing, I'm imagining, but I really wish you could bump this up like ×4, ×8, something. Just to see, I would love to watch this view specifically on 4 times speed. If I go watch this view on 4 times speed, I think it'll be like the perfect speed. Pierre's opened up a 2-second gap now that the Now that second through, I mean, realistically, ninth are now kind of battling. It has allowed Pierre to slip away in the fresh, clean air. Mick is perfectly content to just ride out in this DRS train. Thought about going around the outside to Lando there. Echo might have a look up the inside. Mick closes the door. Good job. Mick is losing a little bit of time. He's losing a little bit of time well, he was. Yeah, he kind of is. I think he's defending too much from... I think he's defending Perez too much. He needs to focus on attack. We'll push on fuel and see if that helps. Mick is holding serve right now, which is kind of all you can really ask. Who did it? Verstappen running wide. Oh, in the mud. In the bin. Oh, the attack. Ooh, that slowed everybody way down. See, Mick hasn't run wide yet, causing the rest of the pack to lose half a second to the leader. You can ask him to be better. Fair. We can always ask. See if we can persuade Mick to make a move here. Oh, that accelerator! His reaction time out of corners, I think, is what is one of his biggest pace problems. Like, his cornering is manageable. I think his reaction time coming out of corners leaves a lot to be desired. It just seems like the rest of the grid just pulls away from him. I mean, you're not wrong. I definitely have a lot more patience with games like this than I think like a lot of people. Talking to a guy who fired a rookie after 3 races after being reserved for 5 seasons. Fair. Thank you, DJ. You fired so many drivers. It's unbelievable. See, I have the problem nice people have, which is I always feel bad for doing stuff like that, as if they have emotions and like that will affect them in real life, even though they're literally just a video game. Attaboy, Mick. Stick your nose in there. Mick moves up. Apparently not. Oh, God.
McLaren gain a position.
See, yourself this called being British, so you don't have emotions. I mean, I feel like you have emotions. They're just none of the nice emotions. Have you ever thought about that?
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Joe locking up into turn 3. Not what you need, Joe. Not what you need. Look at the Williams in P15 and 16, by the way. Here you go, British. Ocon all the way down there in P12. Ocon almost 10 seconds off the lead in a Ferrari. Who would have thought? Woo, Mick. Almost. Some might have thought about going around the outside of Russell there. Now that's something to trick to. True. Danny Rick hovering in P10 now, passing Kevin Magnussen, who falls out of the points. Sebastian Vettel hanging around P13. Albon there in P14. The 2 Williamses, 15 and 16, doing all right. Maloney in his first race, not last. Gotta like that. Joe locking up, definitely causing this big thing to fall back into a bit of a no man's land in between the Aston Martins and Maloney, that group. Yeah, this season's gonna be so fascinating to watch, just on so many levels. It's gonna be interesting to see for sure. All right, Norris just all of a sudden just does not have pace, and I'm here for it. Like personally, they lost a lot of time there in that back half. I just realized mixed fuel is still on push. We will drop him down, and we're kind of just chilling. What'd you say it was? 54 days, British? Is that right? 54 days to Bahrain. Well, you sacked him after like 6 years with the team because he's a little slower. Fair. 56 days, that's right. So like 54 days to like the first thing, because is that 56 days to the race or 56 days to like FP1? I'm not gonna lie, I'm like 56 days to FP1. Nah, sorry, it's fair. I'm trying to find like as many days in there as I can. Like, could we turn that 56 into 54? Could realistically, I'm excited for like the Monday before, where it's like becomes race week. I'm excited for that. And then before that, I'm counting down the days, not literally, I'm counting down the days until the car reveals, which I think they what, 4? I think AlphaTauri announced theirs today. They're doing theirs on the 11th. Yeah, car reveals is coming up way quicker than I think people are ready for. Yeah, did they February 14th? I thought AlphaTauri said theirs was going to be on the 11th. Oh, Norris washed outside of a second. Ferrari is February 14th. I thought AlphaTauri. Yeah, AlphaTauri is doing the 11th. Aston Martin is doing theirs on the 13th. Ferrari is doing theirs on the 14th. I thought that was another one. I can't remember. To be fair, this one's a couple days old. The F1 website might have it. Alpine are doing the 16th. Yeah, Alpine's the 16th. You got it. You revealed it in a quiz on their story. That makes sense. All right, so we're definitely gonna be boxing Mick first. Pierre is doing perfectly fine on his tires. Yeah, I think once the car liveries come out, that's gonna get people super excited. Because practice, preseason testing is like late February, right? Like the last like week and a half, like a week or two, like a week and a half before the end of February. It's something like that. I remember it's like late February-ish. This is gonna be my first season watching car reveals live, and I'm so excited. I can't wait. I'm excited to see what it's all about, you know? Doing pitting early. Norris is able to catch up, back up to Mick. Sad. Ignore the sounds. Mick has been able to recover a little bit of fuel. Mick, stop defending from Norris and start attacking George Russell. Or at minimum, at least keeping up with George Russell. 49 days for preseason. I know we don't get to watch any of preseason. I know we talked about that before. But I'm excited just to see, hear little tidbits here or there. Like 23rd of February. Yeah, okay, that sounds about what I remember. I'm excited for those little tidbits to start coming out. And that's when it's gonna get real for me. And then basically at that point it's the countdown to the first race. 49 days for preseason, 56 days for FP1 of Bahrain. You can watch preseason. They said just shouldn't show anything from it, but it was off price. I guess okay, that's fair. I guess we'll just have to see. I don't know. We'll see what we can see. Maybe we'll get to watch. That would be great. I think a lot of people would watch that 100%. Oh, the first round of stops coming in. You're gonna push Pierre a little bit. Hopefully Portugal is back in place there. Yeah, I've seen a lot of talk about Portugal replacing China. I think that's gonna be super interesting to see. As I haven't actually played it on F122 yet, but when they added it and I started watching it a little bit, it looks like a super interesting circuit to watch. I would really love to see it come to real life. Yeah, Instagram, follow a guy called Formula Racers. I think I follow them on Twitter. I don't really use Instagram as much. I'm trying to use it more this season, but I will look at that. Actually, I'm gonna box make this lap. I'm gonna box make this lap, box Pierre next lap. We'll hop over here to Pierre. Yeah, I follow these guys on Twitter. I do like a lot of the stuff that I see from them, for sure. Right, no more deploy, but yes, push. Yeah, you can set them to box, then delay the stop by 1 lap. I do always forget that. Box this lap, but also delay by 1 lap. Yes. All right, now we'll hop on board with Mick to make sure we remember to change all his stuff. Actually, we'll just do it now. Yeah, well, there we go. So Mick will dive into the box. He will follow Valtteri Bottas in, go all the way to the pit lane, the end of the pit lane. All right, we'll now hop back on board with Pierre. Was able to open up an 11-second gap to Verstappen. We'd love to see that. Mick comes out in P6 ahead of Bottas, by the way. Ahead, we jump Bottas in the pit lane. Love to see that. This 20-second gap to Leclerc is hilarious to me. All right. Yes, yes, everything looks good. We'll hop back on board here with Mick, and we're vibing. And we'll see what happens with Mick fighting Charles Leclerc in a Red Bull. His first opportunity to really show what we got here. A 3-second stop. That's horrific. Like, actually, that's horrific. George Russell is 21% tires. Oh my goodness, George Russell, what are you doing? 20% tire, man. Let's go, Mick. Fly by him. Or on the outside. Oh, and he falls back in. Charles Leclerc on the hard tires, by the way. How much is George Russell struggling right now? He is on 20% hard and soft tires. We've gained 2 seconds on him in a sector, 2.5 sectors. There's no shot he doesn't come in, right? Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, if they don't pit George right now, they are literally throwing. But will he come out ahead of this group? It's gonna be close. Mick Schumacher. Oh, let's go. That's a 1-2 for Haas. That's a 1-2 for Haas currently. Let's go, Mick. Let's go, Mick. Look at this move. Flying. There's George way back there.
Wow, what a brilliant.
There we go. The perfect strategy. That's all me and my mates say on Overwatch for any poor gameplay. Oops, we're throwing. True, they're actually throwing. All right, Mick, let's see what you got. I'm just not gonna I mean, at this point, we're just watching a race. Who needs the 2023 real life season when you have the 2025 F1 manager season? Oh, the inside Leclerc. Oh, let's go, Mick. Will the tire, which trumps which? The tire advantage or the pace advantage? Both of which should be in our favor. Leclerc does get around Mick, but Mick should be able to come right back at him. He's not going to make the move here. Oh, whenever you're 2025 with 2020, yeah. Yes, we are well aware you're well into the 2030s at this point. Alpha Champions, baby. I would love to see an Alpha Championship in real life, just because I think it would throw the entire, like, online fandom space into, like, a tizzy. Let's go, Mick, flying. Woo! The pace off this lad. I mean, so far our mediums are like percentage-wise are holding out pretty well compared to the hards. The problem is when you're leading a DRS train and you're kind of, you're kind of just going back and forth. Although our car's pace is goated, and Pierre has a very healthy lead here. This is great. This is exactly what we need. It's so good, in fact. And I've drank a lot of water today. I will be right back. British, you're in charge as always. Let me know if anyone needs the bin.
Is that a new race position for Haas? Red Bull moved up. Haas with an overtake there.
You're telling Mick to calm down. Does Mick have a reason to calm down, or are you just telling him to stay calm just in general? Also, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You definitely have that just like saved off somewhere, right? A new fastest lap naturally for one Pierre Gasly. May win side by side through turn 13. All right, fair enough.
Was that a lock-up on the track?
Kevin Magnussen in the
Let's
bin.
take a closer look. All eyes on Kevin Magnussen here.
Kevin Magnussen can't handle the pressure.
They've locked up.
Can't handle the pressure.
That's
Moment's too
going to be a
big.
blow to the team. Will they be able
Can't
to
handle
recover?
it.
We'll see.
Told you if I type this as all you gotta do is spam. That is very true. I remember that. Yeah, it's all auto complete at this point. That's fair. I feel humbled that that's like the first thing your phone thinks of when, or your phone thinks of when you type this is. All right, Mick successfully holding off an entire field of Red Bulls and Ferraris and Mercedes is super good. And honestly, his tire wear is on par with the hards of Leclerc, which is probably the only reason Charles has not got around Mick right now. That's your flip. Yeah, that's my flex. A guy in my Twitch chat. Autocomplete is me. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who did it?
We've just had a spin.
Bottas!
Here's the replay.
Spinning!
Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
Moment's too big. Can't handle the pressure.
And that spin is undoubtedly going to cost them time.
That's, oh, she already thinks it's fine. She is well aware of you, British. Don't you worry. Oh, Charles. Flying. Mick, sticking the nose in there. Gonna have DRS. Charles. Oh, no.
Gained a place.
Oh, the team. Oh, Mick is in a Red Bull sandwich. Uh-oh. How are you gonna handle it, Mick? How are you gonna handle it? Uh-oh. the move from Charles. Dangerous move. Charles gives up the position to Max. Medium runner on medium runner. Yes, get DRS and go. How you gonna handle it? It drives at 170 miles per hour into a wall. Fair. Oh, Max the Vincent inside. That's why we're gonna come right back at him. This is great.
Okay, energy's good.
Pop it.
For flying. Honestly, if he wants to just sit behind right now, that's totally fine. I mean, that, also, how are you going to handle it? Drives at 170 miles per hour into a wall is his exact reaction to the US Grand Prix last season. Coming down like, what, like the second longest straight? Like the second or third longest straight in the F1 calendar. Drives straight into a wall. Make it back up into P2 here. But Max, this feels like the moment where he and Max are just going to be trading positions here for a handful of laps.
Red Bull moved up.
Might speed this up a little bit just because it is going to be a lot of back and forth. We will keep an eye on that interval, but it's probably just going to be a lot of back and forth here. Kevin in the bin. Kevin Bingison. Kev Bin Magnuson.
Oh, and there's the lockup.
Oh,
That's the last thing they'll have wanted.
right, Kev Bin Magnuson. Yeah,
And that was a bitter blow.
Kev Bin Magnuson strikes again. Oh, look at Mick.
Haas with an overtake there.
Mick, look, I don't know if you saw that move, by the way. Mick stuck his nose in, got side by side with Max around the final turn, got DRS, and then flew away. My biggest goal in life is just to get a reaction. If it works, it works.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
What are we looking at here? Another, what is that? 5, 6, 9 laps, 9, 10 laps before we're pit here again.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
Van Dorn, dude, the Aston Martins are the new Williams here. Look at the Williams, still 15, P15, P17. They're vibing. The two Aston Martins are in a universe of their own at this point. Verstappen and Max and Mick are literally just going boop boop. Yeah. We weren't actually gonna put on the hards. I was just looking. We were just curious at what they would have looked like. That's all. Tire check. Honestly, the mediums are holding up just as much as the hards, and the times reflect this tremendously. Nick is doing the perfect job right now.
I think there's been a lockup.
That's exactly what I said, by the way. Literally these. Oh, Norris in the bin.
Now just take a look at the
Bin. Oh, he's getting pressured by a Williams. Can't handle the moment. Moment's too big. Pee down your own leg. Run wide. Lock up and run wide. What a shame. What a shame. Norris all the way down there in P16. No. Dude, that's like all I do is drink water. Like, literally. Bottas pitting early. That's what this game does to me. Like, I got nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna finish off my water. Go from there.
Haas with an overtake.
I'm gonna try, because we don't have, yeah, we only have an 86% set of tires, so I'm gonna try and extend Pierre by like a lap if I can. Ocon pitting. Oh, that's not you. Ah, I gotcha. Kevin in the bin again. Nick, we're going to pit on schedule. Up here, we're gonna try and extend a couple of laps if we can, if it works out.
Is that a new
It might come down to when the others pit. Alright. Locks making this lap. Yeah, this lap. I was thinking about it, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking about it. I think you're right. I think you're right. I was thinking about it. Ignore for Pierre. Pierre, we are going to box. We are going to box. But we are going to box at the end of the next lap. Verstappen does not pit, which means he actually... Or do we pit Pierre? Max and Leclerc. Max is likely pitting this lap. Do we pit Pierre this lap to cover off Max? I think we do. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely do.
You can push when you're ready.
Whip it.
Get back off.
Copy.
I want to hop on board with Pierre and try and time this right. All right. Perfect. Back on board with Mick. Pierre is set. Verstappen does pit, Leclerc does not. This was expected. Mick is making moves already.
Haas with an overtake there.
Leclerc now on 40% hards against Gasly on 85% softs.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Dude, Mick has gone side by side with Carlos. This is like entire. Yeah, we need Mick to get through this traffic. Perez still needs to pit, and Leclerc still needs to pit, although Leclerc is pushing that gap of being ahead. Oh, double, right here. Oh, get the Ferrari, man, come on. All right, wait. Oh, Mick, come on. Mick, come on! Mick has lost a lot of time. You know, I was thinking about it. It did feel like, it felt like the right moment. It's just, that was really unfortunate to catch them when we did. Mick just refuses to drive around Carlos is the biggest problem right here. He just refuses to go to the left just a half a car's length more, car width more. Oh, but he'll think about going, he's gonna go down the inside right here, isn't he? Thought about it. Now he has no ERS. And he refuses, Mick, just go. Just do that. Just a little bit more. And you're right there. It's like he pulls out 4/5 of the way. Oh, these tires are way more destroyed than initially thought. We're gonna try and save a little bit of tires with Pierre here. Oh man, these tires are destroyed.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Wow. Tires is Verstappen on? Verstappen is on the same tires. We're gonna try and use the 17-second gap to. I know they're destroyed, but I didn't realize they were gonna be that destroyed as compared to the graph. Yeah, we're gonna try and use this 17-second gap to our advantage and try and build a tire delta to Verstappen, who apparently has tires that are fresher than ours. But we'll stay on board with Mick.
Haas with an overtake.
Yeah, I don't know how Max has a tire set that's better than ours. I'm kind of tempted to try and do something similar with Mick and see if we can just sit behind the Ferrari and let the Ferrari do the Max's tire savings mega. That's a great point, actually. That's fair, actually. Yeah, actually that does make a lot of sense. Yeah, we're gonna leave Mick on light and normal fuel and see if we can use the Ferrari to our advantage. Russell, in the bin. We can use the Ferrari to our advantage to kind of drag ourselves along, save a little bit of tires with Mick.
Oh, they've run wide.
We'll see. Verstappen running wide. Hate to see it. Hate to see it. Pressure's too big. A little too smooth, if you know what I'm saying. Mick, even on light tires, is passing signs.
Haas with an overtake there.
This is the strength of the car. Pierre also does have an entirely full ERS, should and when we need it towards the end here. Realistically, I think Pierre is okay with 7 laps remaining. I think we're going to be focusing on Mick here primarily. Yeah, Pierre's fine. Pierre's vibing. Do we dare try and go for a fastest lap with Pierre? Pierre is fighting Van Dorn just because they keep giving each other DRS. Oof. Mick has lost a couple of places since we put him on conserve. Oh, that's true. Not got a point. Good shout. I already forgot. I did already forget for a moment there. That's a good point. We can drop Bottas here. That's perfect. Competitor ran wide. Uh-oh.
Oh, big lock up there.
Matt Kevin. Dude, Kevin's not having a good day. Yeah, we are not going to have the tires here, are we? Signs, though, just hit 30%. So we might be able to make something happen with him. But... it's going to be tough. This is going to be tough. We put ourselves in a tough position letting him get... letting Mick fall down to P5. Yes, I am aware. Yes.
We have low battery.
No. Get Carlos back. Come on. Carlos's tires are worse than mine. Carlos's tires are 4% worse than mine. Leclerc might get away here, because Carlos is gonna destroy us. No.
Ferrari.
Yeah, that's a bin for me. Is it worth it? Go big or go home. I win big. Now I need to go home. I win big and now I need to go home. I win big and now I need to go home.
Up and gone straight on.
All right, fine.
Energy's good.
Copy.
That's what I get for trying to help Mick. All right, we're gonna watch Pierre Gasly come across the line to win the Bahrain Grand Prix, first one of the season by 12 seconds on conserve pretty much everything. I'm gonna hop back on board over here with Mick, and we'll watch Mick come across the line. And P5, Mick makes his way up 3 spots, finishes P5, absolutely instrumental in our bid for a win here. But a very disappointing finish, as I think P4 was definitely on the table. I think I let it get a little too far away from us, unfortunately.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Take all the pickup on the way in. Well done.
But that's a P1, P5 finish for us.
Get lots of pickup.
We will be below Red Bull in the constructors, but we will be. It's all good. It's all good. I got a little greedy. I got a little greedy with Mick, and we pushed him into locking up, trying to get Carlos down the stretch. But it is what it is. We made our decisions.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the start.
So good. Pierre Gasly, the first win of many this season. Still got that fat W.
A spot on the podium is exactly what the team deserved. and
Yes,
they
it
got
is. Pierre Gasly goes from pole to the top of the podium in a Red Bull sandwich. Love to see it, Pierre.
The Frenchman was in sublime form today, fully deserving of his podium finish here.
Fully deserving. Fully deserving. And our car is only going to get better, is the best part. Pierre Gasly is going to lead himself to a driver's championship this season, and our car is only going to get better. Even Mick won't be able to mess it up that much.
Fantastic showcase for Formula One.
Quote it. Write it
As
down.
they're having a very successful day at the races.
Yeah,
Loaded.
this was a really clever.
Look at that. Mick makes his way up 3 spots. Honestly, Mick had a really good race, all things considered. He probably should have had P4, but considering he starts P8, makes his way up 3 spots with some superb strategy. We are good to go. Gets and bags himself a couple of points. Wow, I forgot. It's only top 6? I thought it was top 8. Uh-oh. Wow, dude, this season is gonna suck so bad. Oh, this season's gonna suck. Only the top 6 get points? Oh, God. Even Mick won't mess up. We'll see. No, I got faith. No, I got faith. Mick's gonna be fine. Pierre Gasly leading. Leading. Ignore the fact. Haas. Oh, no, we're actually winning. I forgot. Since it's, you get like crazy more points for getting first, right? Yeah, it's 10, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, this scoring structure is the worst. People used to watch this in real life. This was a real life thing. People watched this. Oh my God, this is gonna be a long season. Mick gets a down point. Guess what's going into his probably control, or whichever one the mistakes one is. 600k out, 4 mil in the pockets. Great stuff. Great start. Yeah, it's disgusting. Braking. Yes, it'll go into braking. It'll go into braking. Let's go. Let's go. First one down. And one of our backup underfloors is done. This is going to be disgusting. This is going to be a disgusting season. Are you kidding me? Only 6. Oh my God. I mean, you're English. It's gonna make a joke about British English versus American English, but Also, my mouse is like, I don't know if it's the sensor. Oh, I think it is the sensor actually. Do I have a pencil? There's a hair in the sensor of my mouse. I think it's causing havoc. Alright, we got it. Complex English versus simplified English. You know, it's pretty complex, isn't it? Congratulations. Congratulations. Everyone's talking about Haas. P1 in the championship. Ah, let's go. Lazy buggers suck. Let you know. Who needs a U when you don't need it? To be fair. All right, hold on. Let me do the intro for the next video. Jeddah Circuit, Saudi Arabia, coming up next here in round 2 of the 2025 F1 season. Pierre Gasly coming off of a huge win around Bahrain, massive even. Mick, we kind of let Mick down. That one's on us. That one's on us. But nonetheless, Mick does have a dev point, which we'll go ahead and jump straight in, and we will throw that. I want to throw it in his braking so bad, but his reactions is a 79, and I think his reactions when he's not messing up is the biggest thing holding him back. Also, his control is a 76, which is like the whole thing. Is control really that bad to throw it in? Because his control is like one of his lowest stats that isn't racecraft. And this is literally, it says reduces the likelihood of lockups, spins, crashes, or running wide. I'm so torn. Because we need his reactions to get better for his pace to get better, but we need his braking to get better so he can brake better. But his control is horrific. Look at that, immediately jumps up to an 81. We did it. It right is into control. We need, if I can get Mick's control up to 80, I think he's gonna be flying. We'll just say that. Any other dev points while we're here? We do have some dev points. Throw that in side pods. Keep things nice and simple. We're gonna throw this into drag reduction. We're gonna throw this into pit crew management. And we're gonna throw you into feedback. Ben Mitchell, an 87 overall race engineer. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't think we really have anything going on. I think we have some design work going. Those are going to be going for a little while. So there's not a whole lot we can really do at the moment. So we are go ahead and continue on, and we're going to go straight to FP1. Race prep. We're going to make a lot of money this season. 2 into Q3, of course. Qualifying position. We're going to do 2 in the top 10 like normal until Mick can prove to me that he's going to be of use. We'll do 2 in the top 8. Let's get a little bold, and that's going race. I mean, weekend prep done. I mean, there's nothing going on. Race weekend we go. FP1, maybe FP2, then you got to go to sleep. I mean, that's totally fair. You can leave literally whenever you want. It is always like super late or early, depending on who you ask. Do I want to set up? Yeah, I will absolutely take a setup. I'm not trying to mess around with practice sessions again. It was super nice when entertainment the people. We're very entertainmenty. We are doing the thing. I'm checking my stuff currently. Sorry. He says as he immediately gets distracted, because of course he did. We're entertaining the people here. 7.5, 11, 9-1, 9-1. Very different than 1-9. Waiting. Waiting. Pause champ. Pause champ. 3-4-5. The pièce de résistance. 0.05. Sheesh. You got it. 7-5. 11. 9-1. 3-4-5. 0.05. That's pretty off the rocker. I like it.
Radio check.
You don't have a monopoly on waiting, British. You don't get to control the idea of waiting. Just because you show up the moment I hit the start streaming button doesn't give you ownership over the idea of waiting. Yes, yes, you do. It's fair. My wife got me this candle for Christmas, and it smells so good.
Car in the
Car on the wall.
Coming.
Couldn't be me. Norris out in the bin.
I think that was a crash.
Nope, stay out. The candle's so nice. Let me tell you what's in it. Hop notes, lemon zest, nutmeg, fireplace, smoked cedarwood, cinnamon, sandalwood, amber, and vanilla. My goodness. So good. I'll let her know. Alright, we'll definitely hit 100% car part knowledge this before this race, so that's gonna be lovely. Things you absolutely love to see.
They've gone wide.
Albano running wide.
What's your thoughts on?
Got a good
Doing any
79%. Pretty good.
Car
79% is
field.
pretty good.
Copy that.
How does it feel?
%78 from Pierre, 79% from Mick. That's. I mean, our car might just not be the perfect for those numbers. That's fine. It's all right. It's all right, British. We'll get through this. Let them run and get their car part knowledge up. Tire wear warning.
Struggling so much with the grip.
Yeah, copy.
Well, then come in, you
The
silly
problem is
goose.
around this here. Can you help me?
Optimal on the braking stability. Think it by like that much. Let's just try it. Good to go. I dare say that your traction and braking stability are probably what are holding us back. Try that. I mean, your setup still did pretty good. Almost done. Go, Mick, go. Go, Pierre, go. Get out there. Just walked up to a Pirelli stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, got any softs?" And then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Hey, you got any grapes? Dude, tires get destroyed here by the looks of it. Good to know, good to know. You're in your 20s and quoting the Duck song. Yes, you've arrived. Welcome. Looks like the Red Bulls have a bit of pace around Jeddah, as kind of what you would expect. Our car, as always, the lack of straight line speed might be our downfall.
We've had a crash.
Ricardo! Daniel in the mud, in the bin. I don't know how I pay rent, car bills, and have a girlfriend. You know, we all have to ask ourselves that some days. Some days it just do be like that, you know?
What do you think?
I still love my favorite I'm an adult story is like immediately after I graduated from college and moved here and got a job and lived on my own, all that jazz. I had a moment where I knew it was a bad idea. I didn't realize how bad of an idea it was when I think I was like, woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna live every kid's dream. I'm gonna have ice cream for breakfast. And so I ate ice cream for breakfast. The worst day I've ever had, like, since then. it was the worst. My body was like, what are you doing? It was I probably hadn't felt worse in a long time. Like a long time. Oof. All right, we got it a lot worse. It was rough, to say the least. It was definitely rough. Go with something like that. Soft 17 laps, sure. Literally just did yours. 17 laps. Let's see if we can make this any better. Optimal. Okay, sheesh, I didn't notice that. Let's not overthink it. 17 laps, just like that. Go to practice 2, manage practice 2, confirm. You did it with jelly beans? Not yet. Jelly beans would be a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Jelly beans would be.
They should be green.
Would be a lot, but yeah. It was definitely one of those moments. It's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna live every kid's dream. Do ice cream for breakfast. Worst stomachache I've ever had. The only candy in your apartment is owned by Mrs. British because I won't eat candy anymore. We don't get candy that much. I definitely still get candy, mainly just because, again, especially when you're walking through the store. I'm terrible in like the holiday times because I'll do, my favorite candy is Skittles, and so we'll be walking through the grocery store and they'll have like the candy canes that are just full of Skittles that are like $1 and change, and it's like I can never not grab one whenever we go. A red flag in practice. Sheesh.
Now we see the Williams.
Oh, the Williams. Who is that? Is that Yuki or is that the other one?
Thank goodness
He did a
nobody
Mick.
else was involved.
He did a Mick
That
Schumacher.
was a big crash.
I think it was literally along here too. He did a Mick. A red flag. Fascinating. Okay. I don't know. Throw on the mediums for, I don't know, 20 foot sure. At this point, whatever. Yeah, sure. Get out there. This woman's been craving chocolate recently, so I'm hoping and praying she's just fancying it, nothing else. Clickbait. Nobody else coming out. Fascinating. Yeah, we don't need a lot of candy. Also, another candy I'm really not like crazy about, but is Pez. Mainly, that's what I was eating when I started. Because every Christmas, my parents will always give me one, and so I've started buying one for myself as well. And so I'll just I don't even put them in the Pez dispenser, but I'll just pop them because they're easy to eat. The signs train. What was that? Look at the signs. Look at this. Look at this train. Look at it.
Copy.
Got him up to 84. Mick's still at 79 or whatever. Alright, we're simming FP3. One thing no one ever tells you about when your Mrs. moves in with you is that everything you thought was yours is no longer yours. It's all about sharing, British. It's all about sharing. Except when we moved in together, weirdly enough, all of the stuff from my apartment got donated, which is completely fair. All of my stuff was bad. You used to own 2 wardrobes and a set of drawers. Now you have the drawer. Yeah. Our current place is fun because it's a 2-bedroom, but obviously we only need 1. And so she has an office in the other bedroom, and then the closet in there is also hers. And then I got the closet in the bedroom, bedroom. And it's just funny divvying stuff up like that. There we go. Pierre 300ths off. Not pushing or whatever.
Welcome back to one.
Welcome back. Do that. I don't care. We're gonna sim this session. Simulate it. Here goes second fastest. 10th off. Sounds about right. 28 square foot, so not much room. 28 square feet. Wow. Center, major city apartment. Yeah, that's totally fair. Wow. 28 square feet. That's not a lot. That is certainly not a lot. Q1, here we go.
Radio check.
Radio check. Okay. Radio check. Okay.
Radio check. Okay.
Green light. Green light.
Who's gonna do it first? $800 rent. It's not bad. Hi, Mick. Make us proud. I just sent Pierre at the worst time. The worst time possible. I didn't even notice. For 28. Oh, I mean, okay, to be fair, that, yeah. I said, Pierre, we might actually have to send out again. It goes purple final sector. Love it. Oof. Look at these times. Wow. I'm gonna send them out on these same set of tires and see if we can improve at all. That's the timing on that was horrific. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we're gonna send him. We're gonna send him. Mick win fastest. We can't take that away from him. But Pierre definitely should not be this far behind Mick for sure. Squeeze out Pierre right there. We'll send Mick out right behind him. Here goes purple. All right, that's a little closer. That's better. That's more like it. That's more like it. Great minds, baby. Great minds. Q1 done, dusted. P2, P3. Who is gonna be out? Is it gonna be the same five? The two Astons, the two Williams, and an Alpha Tauri? Sure, it looks like it so far. Sonoda does improve, not enough. Leclerc goes fastest. For a moment. He went fastest for a moment. He does put what? A little or less than a tenth. Yeah, this game done did Seb pretty dirty. The problem with going out 2 times on the same set of tires is that the next time you come around, you're gonna save a set of tires, but then when you try and do a banker run,
Radio check.
I'm sending Mick immediately. We're gonna experiment with this set because this set of tires is not gonna be good. So we're gonna try. We're just gonna get him out nice and early. Make sure we get at least a lap in. Which it looks like Mick is only gonna run into Kevin. It's like Pierre's gonna run into a decent amount of traffic here. Oh, look at all the purples from Mick. Oh, it goes provisional. Joe putting it on top of the board. Ricardo putting it on top of the board. I can't help but notice that we got right into Verstappen's way, even though he does immediately put it at the top of the board. Those tires were so destroyed. We're all the way down here. Absolutely British. Thank you so much for stopping by. You'll have to see the results later. I'm sure it'll go a-okay. Go get some sleep. I will be here on Friday, either doing this or F122. Either way, there'll be plenty to make fun of for, and plenty of F1 to manage either way. So, thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time, my guy. All right, can we try and sneak Pierre out first. Actually, we should probably try. I tried, Mick. I tried. I tried. I really tried to get Mick out there. We will be hopping on board with Mick as he starts his lap here at the end of Q2 here in Saudi Arabia, trying to get into Q3 for the second time this season in as many races. Should be quite an improvement over the first laps, as those tires were absolutely destroyed since they did do 2 laps on them in Q1 and then 1 to begin Q2. So we should be seeing some massive improvements as Pierre goes purple. Sector 1, love to see it. Any purple sector by Pierre will stick, as he is the last. I don't know, Albon does not improve, so he is unfortunately eliminated. Pierre goes purple, second sector. I think Pierre is pretty much done and through. Mick also should be pretty clearly in and through as well. We do need them to finish their laps, obviously, as they are currently sitting in the bottom. Mick jumps. Pierre goes fastest by 2.3 tenths, and Mick finishes P7. Love to see it. Pierre with some absolutely dominant pace there. Here we have an opportunity to put it on pole again. Into Q3 we go, trying to make the most we can here.
Ready to check, okay.
Evan Magnussen once again dragging that Alfa Romeo into Q3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We'll send Pierre there. Everyone else is going to be out. Perfect. Pierre should have the cleanest air of his group, and Mick is going to try and get a bit of a tow from Checo in that McLaren. Pierre's did have a purple sector. Probably Leclerc or Verstappen is probably taking that from him. We'll see here in a moment. It is both of them actually who go faster. They are on the fresh tires like always. So once again, we're going to try and sneak Pierre out to begin the session. We might try and sneak both of them out if we can. Easier said than done. But this does bode pretty well. Pierre only 1.27 tenths off the pace here. Oh. Alright, we sent Mick out second, and then we'll send Pierre out at the end. With Pierre trying to put it on pole, we'll watch Mick first, and then we'll hop on board with Pierre once the Mick's lap finishes, as they are a bit separated out. But here we go, Mick. Try and put it up there as high as you can. Open up that rear wing. DRS opened up, starting his final lap here in Q3 in Saudi Arabia around the Jeddah circuits. This is going to be a fun one to follow for sure. We're hoping to see a bit of improvement from Mick here as well as Pierre. Pierre needs to make up about 1.3 tenths to put it on pole, it would look like. Mick does not improve sector 1. Things you hate to see, especially on a fresh set of tires. Don't know exactly what's happening, but hopefully he'll be able to improve in sectors 2 and 3. Pierre coming through to finish his first sector here in a second now. We'll get a good indication of what he's at. A green first sector, not a purple sector, but he does improve on his former first sector as Mick does improve second sector. He comes up and crosses the line. He does improve, but not enough to make a jump, so he is at the mercy of the rest of the field as Pierre goes purple second sector, making his way down the final straight towards the final hairpin. Makes the turn clean, opens up that rear wing, and is going. Is he gonna put it on pole? No! 12 hundredths off of Verstappen. Oh, so close. close to putting it on pole, but nonetheless, it is a front row start for Pierre and a P6 start for Mick. Definitely take those for sure. A first row start and a third row start for Haas here in Jeddah. Oh, so close. So close.
Welcome to race day.
It's race day in Jeddah. A cloudy race, but a clear race more than likely. Does appear so. It looks like the one stop is pretty bang on. I think we will not overthink this too much. Yeah, we're not gonna overthink it. We're not gonna overthink it at all. Starts a lap up. We're not gonna overthink it. Once again, we're gonna kind of play it by ear on pit windows and who pits when. And we'll see how the race goes. But we're excited. A front row start for Pierre is a great opportunity here. You'll have the inside line going into turn 1 as well, which hopefully will bode well for us as we try and take Verstappen going into the first corner. A top 10 position is on the way. Here we go.
Saudi Arabian Grand
To
Prix.
5. Red lights in Saudi Arabia is out, and away we go. Pierre gonna have the inside line, gets a decent jump. Max gets the move. Uh-oh, Leclerc able to get that inside line into turn 2. Pierre's gotta have a lot of ground to make up if he can't make that stick. Doesn't look like he was able to. Mick thinking about trying to make a move.
Moved up a place.
Bottas jumps Mick and Leclerc jumps Pierre. Ugh, not exactly the start that we wanted. Let's see.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
Let's go, Mick. Back up into P6. Love to see it, Mick. All right, we'll bump them back down into neutral. We'll leave them pushing fuel and on neutral tires. Whoa, Mick. Taking a look down the inside of signs there, huh? Thinking about it at least. Very good, very good. Pierre losing his position, a little less ideal, but at the same time, everything will be all right. There's a lot of race left. It looks like Verstappen is a lot more pace than Leclerc. They're on the same tires. All right, good news is it's all medium tires in the top 7, so we shouldn't have to worry too much about Perez, Ocon, Magnussen, and a couple of soft runners. Both Williams and Norris on the softs, which is interesting. It looks like Ocon is struggling
DRS is enabled.
with losing right around that 1 second barrier. That's not what you want to see if you're Ocon. It is what you want to see if you're Kevin Magnussen and Daniel Ricciardo. See that Ferrari not get DRS here, be able to take advantage. Leclerc teetering around that 1 second mark as well. Falls out of that 1 second mark. Is he going to have DRS here? He does not. Oh, it doesn't look like anybody did at that point. Okay, there it is. Now he doesn't. That gap still. Well, oh, he has DRS on this one though. Unfortunate. Up on board here with Pierre. Max doing just enough to keep Leclerc in DRS range. DRS is a powerful beast here. We're going to continue pushing on fuel for both of these guys, probably until we get closer to a kilogram down, and then we might think about dropping it. See how the race develops from there. Oh, Leclerc running a little wide. Leclerc runs a little wide coming out of that turn. It's still gonna be enough to stay in DRS of Verstappen, but it's showing a little shaky moments for the Monegasque in the Red Bull. We're kind of just settling in. Looks like Charles is very confident into the braking zone in the final corner. Russell and Signs behind us look like they're kind of going at it. But now we're kind of we're chilling. Mix as just, you know, as you can see, a long train all the way down to Sergio Perez, and a 2.8 second gap down to P9 of Kevin Magnussen, and then Esteban Ocon. Ocon's probably fuming just a little bit. Woo, Pierre having a little look-see, at least having a little peek of going around Charles Leclerc. This start-finish straight has been so far the most interesting one going into turn one. Is Charles going to make a move on Max? It looks like he might. Pierre trying to follow him through. Can he make the move stick? He does. Pierre up to P2. Max falls to P3. Fantastic stuff. Now we'll see if Pierre can get around Charles on this upcoming couple of DRS zones. See if he can make the move stick a little more. We'll hop on board, get a better view, and see what we can make happen here. I'm gonna leave ERS on neutral until the start finish straight and see if we can make the move stick from there. We're gonna deploy a little bit and see if we can create a bit of a gap.
Haas with an overtake there.
We can break DRS immediately. Apparently that would be lovely. If we can break DRS, we are cruising. It's gonna be close. I don't think Charles is gonna get it. He does not. He does not get DRS, which means Max is gonna be free to attack Charles here and hopefully maybe slow them down a little bit. Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, Max got enough DRS to get within our DRS. Damn it. Oh, that was a big moment in the race so far. That was a big moment. It was a big missed opportunity. If Max could have missed that on DRS there again, I think we might have been cruising. We used a lot of ERS to make that happen. Charles doesn't get it once, but he lets Max go right by him that one time, and that was enough. How you doing, Mick? You still just kind of vibing? Yeah? You vibe, Mick. You vibe. You chill. Although, man, Pierre's tires are getting destroyed comparatively. Yeah, honestly, as of right now, we're kind of just chilling. Verstappen does pass Pierre, unfortunately.
Red Bull moved up.
As long as we can kind of keep him in position, that's all we really need to do here. They might be reaching a point where they're kind of just going to pass it back and forth a little bit. Don't hit the wall.
The brakes are really poor.
Let's take a closer look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly. They've lost control, and there's the crash. And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame. Oh, and that's a crash.
Box for hards. Put a new front wing on. Oh, it's so frustrating. Bins it from the lead again. So we're gonna box for hards, try and get track position back with their first round of pit stops for everyone else, which looks like they're probably gonna be coming in 5-7 laps ish. And then go to softs at the end and try to make the most of it. Oh, it's so frustrating. We could try and go to the end with Pierre. We could realistically try and go to the end. Could we? What does this look like if we... We could try and go to the end. We'll see what the pace looks like, but we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Luckily, he didn't have any other damage except for the front wing. That's... it's so rough. That's so frustrating. I'm just scheming. Could he actually make it to the end on the hards? 33 seconds off lead. I mean, he's not going to be... I think we're gonna try and send Pierre to the end on these hards and see if we can make it work. Worst case scenario, best case scenario, there's a safety car in like 27 laps. If there's a safety car in like 27 laps, then we might be all right. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario, I mean, the worst case scenario is he just doesn't have the pace, and you know, that's that. All right, Mick, you are actually our only hope here. Boy, this is tough. This is a tough one. I'll say at this point, I think just having Mick just kind of hang out in the pack is the play. Mick is now getting caught up to by the hard runners. This race got so hard all of a sudden. It got so hard all of a sudden, and I don't know what to do. Pierre is caught up to Stroll. We're gonna see if we can help Pierre get around Stroll, which shouldn't be the hardest thing to do in the world, because the Aston Martin is not great, if we're being honest. Even on just push fuel, I mean, we're flying. Pierre's just going. I don't know. It's so hard. We're in a difficult spot now. He's 34 seconds off the lead. I mean, he's not necessarily going to be gaining that much. He is running 34.1, which is, you know, faster than all of these guys, but at the same time, you know, there's 33 laps left. I mean, there's a long race. A lot can happen. A lot can happen. Worst case scenario, he's going to the end. I mean, at this point, he's not going to be probably that much worse off than everyone else. He's already left Stroll 1.5 in the dust. If we can catch up to Norris, which it looks like we probably will here in a handful of laps. But this race got very interesting. It got very, very interesting. It has the worst tires of anyone in the top 10. They're pitting. Yes, pits, hards. next lap.
Okay, box, box.
Copy for box.
Push for the front group, Mick. Push for the front group. We need to be there. Good. Good.
Car in the wall.
Copy.
Like safety car on the wall or just regular car on the wall? Regular car on the wall.
The crash.
Joe! Crashing. Ixuaga, fastest lap. Good stuff, Mick. Good stuff. Let's try and create as much delta as we can on these tires while we have them. Mick Schumacher leading the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, by the way. Oh, if we can keep... Never mind. I'll say if we can keep Checo from getting DRS down the main straight, that'd be, I think, best case scenario. But it looks like he keeps getting like DRS just like barely. Ah! Alright, we're gonna stay on Mick to make sure that we take him off of uber aggressive tires. All right, Mick comes out in P6. I think that's about right in front of Bottas and right behind the Mercedes of Russell George. I think Mick is in a pretty good spot. And I think as of right now, we're chilling. I mean, technically, if we're going just based purely on strategy, we are in the position we're going to be in until the end of the race. Everyone has boxed ahead of Pierre. Is it worth pushing Pierre? Go at like 1. Is it worth pushing Pierre and then throwing up and then throwing on Let's do it. Let's do it. I don't... Go get him, Pierre. Yeah. We'll go uber aggressive. We'll put Pierre on a more aggressive 2-stop. And hopefully use the tire delta we gain from it in the end. It's gonna be a tough slog. It's gonna be a tough slog. Mick Schumacher overtaking Russell George. Let's go.
There's Schumacher.
Down the inside. Sheesh. And he should get DRS. Yup, George Russell does not.
They take
We're
advantage
gone.
and muscle their way through.
We're flying. Attaboy, Mick. We're gonna leave Pierre to his own devices. Looks like he's catching Lando Norris rather rapidly. Good to see. Mick currently sitting behind one Kevin Magnussen. Looks like Mick is in a provisional P2 right here, which is what we love to see. Every move we can make here from here on with Mick is gravy. There is a good 12.5 seconds up the road though. He's gonna be coming out in a leash. I mean, he'll come out in our group just about when he finally makes his pit stop. And the best part is we're gonna have a tire advantage on the same tire once these guys' tires start falling off, which hopefully is, you know, sooner rather than later. Ocon not having the pace to keep up with Verstappen is slightly frustrating, but I guess that makes sense. I mean, they're all on used hard tires at this point, so not a whole lot you can do here. Kevin Magnussen not wanting to make the move on one Esteban Ocon, who has now lost a good second plus. Not yet. Not yet. Now we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till the start finish straight and see if we can make a move there. Pierre Gasly has caught Lando Norris and Daniel Ricciardo, which is good news. Oh. Gotta get around the Ferrari, mate. We gotta get around the Ferrari. Pierre, how you doing? You also just kind of chilling? Oh, what a run. You're on the outside. Back to the inside. Perfect.
That's a new race position for Haas.
Attaboy, Pierre. All right, you got a long way to go, but it's the best chance you have. I'm not gonna lie. Pick up into P4, still provisionally P2, but a large gap is forming. That was a move, to say the least. All right, Mick, we need to put in some time to Verstappen. I'm not gonna lie. Although he's putting in some work into Checo. I think this might be a battle for P2. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if we're gonna catch the Dutchman. Let's see, on this current trajectory, we might be able to extend this. All right, never mind. We still might be able to extend it on this current trajectory. I don't know. We can extend it by and lap, because we do have a bit of tire delta that we saved up. Pierre has caught up to one Sebastian Vettel. We need to get by Sebastian Vettel. Thank you. The good news is they're all going to be saving their tires because they know they're not pitting again. Pierre, I'm just letting just absolutely fly.
Haas with an overtake there.
Oh, he let Seb go side by side. Oh, they're all just going to filter through. Ugh. Back to the inside, though. Make it work, Pierre. That's what we pay you for. Make it work. Alright, the hard tire runners are absolutely starting to fall off. Cringe plus ratio plus you fell off. So we are putting in time to Ocon, who is hopefully keeping Sainz and Magnussen and Sainz and Russell and Leclerc and Bottas all occupied. So we'll have a bit of a gap that we should be able to exploit as we continue on. Pierre has gotten past one Sebastian Vettel, and now has a, well, now he's battling Daniel Ricciardo, and they have a 7-second gap up ahead to Bottas. So they're going to need to be putting in some work if they're going to be, you know, getting anywhere close to points. I mean, it's already going to be an extremely difficult task to get to points. So it is what it is at this point. I think we're honestly just chilling. We're waiting for Pierre's pit window to come clean.
Alpine just advanced.
Looks like they finally box. Mick is up into P2 with Sainz 2.8 behind him, and then Russell 1.8 behind him. So we have a bit of clean air. Pierre finally up into P8. Trying to see if we can put in a little bit of time. We're going to run a little long, run these tires down as much as we can. Alright, box for mediums, Pierre. Box for mediums. You're going to be on a tire advantage the rest of the way. If you're going to make something happen, make it happen. All the way back down to P16. Unfortunate day for Pierre. This new scoring structure is really pushing my buttons, because only having the top 6 score makes mistakes like this impossible to come back from. Although he will likely just trade fastest lap with him and Norris, if I had to guess. I guess as of right now, we're just trying to make sure that Mick is okay. And honestly, I think we can do 16 times, because he's not going to have the pace to catch Verstappen, who only has a 3% tire disadvantage as compared to us. And George Russell is losing time to Mick, so at this point we are chilling.
Haas with an overtake.
Gasly overtakes Albano. Good. Let's see if we can, how much we can cut down that 10-second gap in the last 5 laps. Again, it's like safety car crash or who done it?
Copy.
Russell George crashing.
Take a look now.
Uh-oh.
Now, just watch the Mercedes.
Uh-oh, George. Spinning. Oh, big shunt. Big shunt for Russell George. Absolutely massive shunt. George Russell in the pits, in the bin. Pierre Gasly upgraded into the top 10, but will not have enough, as he has 7 seconds ahead to Magnussen. I mean, it's too far gone at this point. This new scoring structure is going to make mistakes like that very, very detrimental to the goals of the Haas F1 team, unfortunately. At this point, Pierre, just bring it home. Call off the dogs. He'll have fastest lap. That should give us some sponsor money. It won't give us any points, but it'll give us some sponsor money, and we will survive. We'll stay on board here with Mick, who's going to earn himself a podium here in Saudi Arabia off the back of the mistake by Pierre Gasly. And I'm wondering, I mean, we'll never know, but I'm wondering what if we had kept Pierre on the hard tire, not pitted him again. I'm wondering where he might have come out, but I don't think it would have been in the points. It might have been a little closer, but I don't think it would have been enough, unfortunately. So A little unfortunate, but nonetheless a fantastic drive from Mick Schumacher here today as he moves up from P6 all the way up to the second step of the podium off of a fantastic drive. Mick Schumacher, first podium of the season. Love to see it. Congratulations, Mick.
So that is checkered flag.
Yeah, car was great.
Yeah, car was great.
Brilliant.
Leclerc finishes P5, Sainz P4, Checo Perez finishes P3. A great result for him. Lando Norris in the mud down there in P11. Pierre. Oh, Pierre.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well done. Good drive.
All right, Pierre, we got a lot to learn, don't we? We have a lot to learn.
He's living the dream. Exceptional work
Attaboy,
from
Mick.
Schumacher.
Attaboy. A fantastic podium from the young German who's trying to earn himself another contract with the Haas F1 team.
This podium is a true recognition of everyone who's been working so hard.
What a parody-full podium this is. You know, besides Max being on the top step, we have a Mick Schumacher and a Checo also up there. A great finish for Mick there. Fantastic
And it
stuff.
really comes as no surprise to see the Schumacher name up in lights.
No, it does not. Great finish from Mick there. Great stuff. Now we just need Pierre to come back stronger in Australia, and we'll be a-okay. Mick makes up 4 positions. We're gonna ignore the fact that Pierre lost 8, but Max overtakes Pierre in the drivers, takes a 6-point lead. Pierre does maintain P2, and Mick up into P3 in the driver standings so far. And for the constructors, we do drop to P2, now a 4-point deficit to the Red Bull, but more importantly, a 12-point gap to a Ferrari behind. So we are still making roads on our way towards a constructors championship, and we'll get there eventually, we hope. But nonetheless, 4.1 milli in the bank. A great result from Mick. Pierre in the bin in this one. It does the roller coaster of Haas F1 team transcends seasons, not just individual races. But on to Australia in the next one. Boy, what a race, what a race, what a race. We are gonna save. I'm gonna end a little early tonight just because that feels like a good stopping point. We had a great start to the season. Currently pushing, I mean, we can say everything we want, but at the same time, we're currently P2 in the constructors and then P2 and 3 in the drivers. I think we are doing a-okay. Long season ahead. Our brakes are gonna get better. That side pod and engine cooling and brake cooling upgrades that are coming, and we will improve. We have to improve, otherwise it could be an even longer season than it was last time around. But you know, we'll get there. You know, we'll get there. We are on our way to a couple of world championships in F1. We couldn't always say that, but we can say it now, because I can't find. There we go. Jeez. But nonetheless, that's going to do it for me here today. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'll be back on Friday for either more F1 Manager, probably F1 Manager. This game's so much fun. Or F1 22. We'll see how the mood strikes me. But until then, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.
2, 3, and 4. Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.